On this video, we're excited to go through the Cherry Hill Mall and the history behind the Cherry Hill Mall, which opened October 11th, 1961. Originally named the Cherry Hill Shopping Center, it was built on a former farm that was 16 acres by George Junts. Now, its signature large outdoor area is a climate control shopping center on the east coast of the United States and is also referred to the first enclosed climate control mall in the eastern part of the United States. It was designed by an architect, Victor Gruen, and a development management company, Rouse Company. Its cost was $30 million, which is the equivalent of about $320 million today. Upon opening, it had 90 stores, exotic birds, plants, and a movie theater, along with fountains throughout the mall. Unlike its dumbbell-shaped malls of the time, the development of this mall has historical ties to Cherry Hill Farm, which widely believed to be the reason the Delaware Township renamed Cherry Hill Township in 1962. And it had a lot of influence on the township because of that. Now, the current owner or manager is the Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust, and they acquired the mall in 2003. It's approximately 1.2 million square feet and has about 160 to 175 stores and services. Currently, its main attraction would be the Macy's and JC Penney's parts of the mall, but you can make the argument depending on what you like, it can attract you over there. Now, it's also major changes in 1962, which detached the 9-story office building that was added, and in 2025 to make its way for a sporting goods and athletic center upon the actual demolition of that tower. The tower, to dedicate a video towards that, we're not going to do that, but it's a pretty interesting history there. 1963, a new 2-store wing was built to the north part of the mall, which was inherited J.C. Penney's after the closure and the Food Mark. Now, in 1960, the mall went some remodeling, featuring some color changes, a skylights, and also new fountains were added, along with some staircases that were replaced from elevators and stairs. Early 2000s, there were significant redevelopment changes to some of the stores, but nothing too crazy. In regards to parking, there's a 3-store parking garage that was constructed, along with many parking throughout the whole part of the actual mall. And the entire mall was redesigned a marble wood color theme. Now, there's a lot to offer here at this mall, and depending on what you like, you might want to put it down in the Reddit section what we're missing. There's a lot of changes. We saw Kmart here. We saw pets stores with live animals here. And we saw multiple stores close, such as Strawbridge, which was a big one in 2006 that was replaced by Nordstrom. And there's been a lot of changes since then. Now, I will say this is a happening mall when it comes to malls. Some people say malls are dead. I would make that argument that is not the case here at the Cherry Hill Mall. This is the place to be. It attracts shoppers from South Jersey, but also the center city of Philadelphia. Center location right next to the bridge also makes it pretty easy. And if you're looking for a bite to eat, there's plenty of locations throughout this area. It's easy walking when you're inside, and I can make the argument that almost every store is open in comparison to some other malls that we've been to so far. Now, depending on what you want, it's probably going to have it here. A lot of shoe stores, a lot of clothing stores, and there's a lot of vendors throughout your walk that are going to try to sell you something along the way. So there's the argument of 160 that they put here on their website, but there's probably even more because of the vendors throughout the actual walking experience here at the mall. Now, do you like malls? Well, write them down in the comment section, the mall that you think we need to visit next. But more importantly, we're here to bring you some history and learn about these beautiful engineering marvels. This is a massive building. The square feet is 1.2, 1.3 million. And they're not building these anymore unless they're shipping a bunch of stuff that we're not going to see. So it is an interesting concept. Happy to get over to the food court here and take a look. I will say, bad experience at this food court at one of the places, Charlie's, when I was there. I found a piece of hair in the food, and I was a little disappointed. Even put a little Google review about that because I was kind of shocked. That kind of shook me. Nonetheless, I don't think I got anything free from them. I think I did complain, but you can't get them all. I'll never forget that though. So that's the only downfall here about the Cherry Hill Mall. That's gonna do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is the Professor, an independent golf channel focused on the historical part of golf and sometimes malls.